Hey everyone, and welcome! Today we're going to talk about something really cool. How do you take a brilliant idea that's stuck in your head and actually turn it into something real? In this explainer, we're going to build a mental toolkit to help you start thinking like a true founder. So let's jump right in.
I bet you have, right? Maybe it was a crazy new app idea, a unique piece of art you could sell, or maybe a service that could really help people in your neighborhood. That little spark, that what if moment, that's where it all begins. But then what? How do you actually go from just a thought to a real thing?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We are going to build your very own founder's toolkit, and we're going to fill it with all the essential words and skills you need to take that huge first step. You ready to start building?
Okay, so every builder needs the right tools, right? For a founder, some of the most basic and most powerful tools are words. Let's start by filling our toolkit with the vocabulary you absolutely need to know to speak the language of business and new ideas. All right, let's check out our first set of tools. It really all starts with a person, often a teenager, maybe just like you, who decides to become an entrepreneur. And what's their main tool? Their imagination. They see an opportunity, a little gap where they can create something new. And they've got that drive to be independent and make it happen for themselves. So an idea needs fuel to grow, and a lot of the time, that fuel is money. This is where things get practical. You've got to manage the financial side of things with smart budgeting, planning for every single expense, and of course, once you've made your awesome product, you have to promote it so people know it exists. But maybe most important of all, you have to listen to feedback so you can keep making it better and better. Look, building something new is never, ever a straight line. You're going to struggle sometimes. That's just part of it. You'll have to balance your project with school, with friends, with everything else. You're going to have to handle problems you never saw coming. Seriously, the key here is being adaptable and ready for the unexpected. These aren't just words. These are the skills that really define a successful entrepreneur. Okay, so our toolkit has its first layer of words. Now let's see how they work in the real world. We're going to look at a kind of blueprint, a success story about young entrepreneurs who are out there building amazing things right now. And get this. This is happening everywhere. Young people are not waiting for someone to give them permission. They're becoming entrepreneurs on their own terms, using the tools they already know and love, like social media, to connect directly with customers. It's a really amazing thing to see. And right here, you can literally see our toolkit words in action. You've got teenagers becoming entrepreneurs using technology. They're getting that crucial financial help and valuable feedback from their families and communities. See how it all starts to connect? But okay, let's get real for a second. The blueprint also shows us the tough stuff. It's not all easy and fun. There are real challenges, like trying to find enough hours in the day for both schoolwork and your new business. Things just don't always go to plan. And boom, there they are, those challenge words we just learned. The struggle is totally real. That need to balance the different parts of your life is so important. And you have to be ready to handle those super frustrating, unexpected delays. This is what being adaptable is all about. All right, you've got the vocabulary, you've seen the blueprint. Now let's test how well you can use these new tools. Think of it like a quick pop quiz to see if your business ready. Let's see what you've learned. First, questions up. Based on everything we just read and talked about, what would be another really good title for that passage? Take a second to think about the main idea. And the answer is, When Young Minds Become Business Minds. That one's perfect, right? Because it totally captures that idea of young people taking their creative energy and turning it into real business ventures. Nice one if you got that. Okay, question number 2. This one is all in the details. The passage says teenagers use it to show their work. So what is it referring to? Think back to the text. What were they using? Yep, the answer is modern technology. The passage was super clear about them using modern tech, especially social media, to get the word out. So it is all about the technology. And our last question. This one asks you to look at the whole picture. Which of these statements is true? Think carefully about the main message we got from that reading. And the correct answer is, teenagers use different methods to share their projects. We know this is true because the text specifically pointed out their use of modern technology and social media as some of their key tools for reaching people. Awesome job on the quiz. You've officially started building your founder's toolkit. But here's the thing, learning never, ever stops. The best entrepreneurs are always adding new tools and new skills to their collection. So what's your next step going to be?
You know, a huge part of being a founder is just always learning. And if you want to keep building your English skills, which are absolutely essential in the business world, here is a great resource. Mr. Mohammed Ahmed Fathi has some really excellent stuff on YouTube and Telegram. So definitely go check those out if you want more great lessons like this one.
So we'll wrap it up there. You now have your starter toolkit. You've got the words, you've got the concepts, and you've seen a blueprint for success. So really, the only question left is this. What's the first idea you're going to build? Think about it. The world is waiting.